Welcome back to our channel once again. It's another new day. We are back. We as the gatekeepers. With me, of course, your usual one, Emoli Edwin.
At Dennis Keton.
Yeah, guys, we are back to match 36 on the EPL. You can check our previous videos where we have the special segment of the Champions League. So we are back to the EPL and just straight to it, match week 36, which of course beginning from Saturday 13th May 2023. At an early kickoff, we have Leeds playing against Newcastle.
Guys, karibuni tena. It's Friday, and if it's Friday, you know what it is. So match week 36, guys. 3 more game weeks so that we can come to the end of this. So early kickoff, Leeds versus Newcastle. We all know how it ends. Leeds have been inconsistent. They're actually in the relegation battle. On the other side, Newcastle, they're also competing to finish in the top 4, top 3 slots so that they can compete in the Champions League next season. So the question is, can Newcastle bottle it now? And can Leeds actually save themselves from the relegation spot? My answer is simple. I believe that Newcastle, the point they are right now, they are at their best, and they're not going to bottle it, regardless of it being an early kickoff, and even though they will be away at Elland Road. So this game allow me to actually confirm that Isak, it's been a moment since he scored. Wilson, of course, he's back in form, and the entire team should be back to do their thing. By the way, Almiron is officially back. So yeah, this is Newcastle. So Newcastle should be able to win this game 2-1.
Well, with me straight into it, I'm going with Newcastle to win. Of course, they know what they're fighting for this season. So Newcastle all the way, 3-1. Yes, they're not keeping clean sheets. So Aston Villa against Tottenham. Villa will be at home welcoming Tottenham. This one we'll see. Is a match where Tottenham, they won last time 2-0 against Crystal Palace. So I'm expecting this match Tottenham to continue with their streak, although Aston Villa will be at home, and they have been a bit brilliant, of course, under Unai Emery. So this one, I'll go with the home team, Aston Villa, to win this game 2-1.
Aston Villa, a team that has been on the rise with Unai Emery being their head coach. They've been doing everything good. Currently, they sit pretty at position 7, or is it position 8? They are doing whatever they can do. Tottenham, on the other side, it's a team which is very much inconsistent with how they play and the results which they're getting. On Aston Villa's side, guys, their main striker, Oli Watkins, has gone like 4 games without scoring, and his goals, he's in a goal drought right now. But let's see whether he will bounce back, because also he loves scoring in big games, and this will be a big game for them. So Tottenham, on the flip side, Harry Kane will always score whenever given an opportunity. So the question is, can they score enough goals to make them win at Villa Park? My answer is, it's kind of tricky. So having said that, I feel like it's going to be a well-fought game, but it's going to be let me give it a 2-2 draw.
Chelsea against Nottingham. Chelsea won last time by 3-1, and I feel like maybe they are now starting to come back, although this season, of course, it has been one of the worst seasons in history. But since they will be at home, they're playing against Nottingham Forest, a team which, of course, we know what they have been doing. Of course, they are not safe yet, but a team which, of course, they have something called hard work, team spirit. So this one, I'm going with another draw. Chelsea, of course, they have nothing specifically to play this season. They're safe, of course, they can never go on relegation, but they need to go back and reset for next season. So this one, 1-1.
Yes, Chelsea are going to meet Nottingham. Where will they be playing at?
Stamford.
At the Bridge. This will be a tricky game, bearing in mind that Chelsea have already saved themselves from the relegation battle. On the flip side, Nottingham Forest are not safe. So they really need these points more than Chelsea does. But Chelsea have a bragging right of trying to at least end in a high by gaining some few points here and there. So I feel like it's not going to be an easy game. So guys, don't be surprised if a surprise will come around. So I'm seeing a 1-1 draw in this game.
Crystal Palace against Bournemouth. Crystal lost to Tottenham by 2-0. They will be at home to Bournemouth. Okay, this match, I'm expecting Crystal Palace to bounce back because under this guy, Roy Hodgson, of course, there are different breeds since this guy came. Since this guy came, they have been trying, of course, to escape relegation. This time, relegation is, it seems like it wants to edge almost everybody. So this one, since Crystal Palace are at home and they lost last time, I'm expecting them to bounce back. And so Crystal 3-0.
Crystal versus Bournemouth with Eze. Of course, you know what Eze can do. We know what Zaha can do. We know what Eduardo is doing, and also the Ghanaian boy Ayew. So we know what they are doing best. So I feel like this is going to be a game whereby Bournemouth will also want to bounce back, considering they're also not safe from the relegation battle. This thing is tricky, though they have a buffer, but it is what it is. So we'll give it a 3-2 win for Bournemouth.
Manchester United against Wolves. Now, after, of course, we said before, Manchester United have a poor away record. They lost last time to Brighton. Before that, I think they lost again.
They've lost 2 in a row.
2 in a row. Away games. Now, coming back to at home, where this season up to now, of course, the season is not over yet. They lost 1 game to Brighton. So it's official, Brighton has managed to beat Manchester United both home and away. So congratulations to Brighton. So that the home win for Brighton was the only match that United has lost at home. Since then, of course, they have been brilliant. Now United is looking to bounce back from those 2 defeats in a row. So since they will be at home, I'll go with their home advantage and their home form. So I'm going with 1-0 in favor of Manchester United.
Manchester versus Wolves, it's not going to be an easy game since, guys, these last 3 games which are remaining, they're going to be as tricky as possible. Anything is possible in these fixtures. For Manchester United, I will say that they are bruised. They lost against Brighton, then they lost against Westham by 1-0 again. So it's not been, it's a bitter pill for them to swallow, considering that they are an equally good team whom deserves to win such games. But this is Premier League, nothing is sure, and results will always be granted depending on how you play, defend, or score in that competition. So, having said that, I feel like Wolves, on the other hand, they have been also trying to do their thing. They won their last match keeping a clean sheet. So coming into this match, I feel like they will be wanting to kind of revenge against Man U, who won against them 1-0 in the first leg. So let's see how it goes. As I said, this will be a weekend full of draws. So I'm seeing another 1-1 draw here.
Southampton against Fulham. Southampton will be at home, another inconsistent team playing against Fulham. So this one, let me just go with the away team. I'm going with Fulham. Southampton seems like they're trying, but they're not getting the results. So Fulham 2-1.
Fulham 2-1. Southampton lost their last match. Now, as they face Fulham, I think right now it's almost, I can officially confirm, if they lose tomorrow, they will be officially relegated. So maybe they might want to hold on to a lifeline by actually giving us some crazy results. So give them a 1-0.
On Sunday, Brentford will be at home against Westham. Westham, who recently won against Manchester United, will be welcomed by Brentford. Brentford being at home, the Brentford Community Stadium. Of course, Brentford is another team which, of course, you can class them amongst the teams that have been very much improved this season. So since Brentford will be at home, Westham, I don't think there's that consistency, but despite the fact that they won on Thursday against AZ Alkmaar in the Conference League, so I'm expecting this match to be a tougher one, but irregardless, Brentford is Brentford. So Brentford 3-1.
Brentford West Ham, of course, as you know, guys, this is a London derby. The Bees versus the Hammer. So the question is, can the Hammers use their hammer to actually hit the bee, or will the bee sting the owners of the hammer? So that's the biggest contention in town on Sunday. So Brentford have actually showed impressive form in terms of how they play and in terms of how they convert their chances. On the other hand, West Ham seems to have woken up, and especially they are being motivated by the fact that they won against Manchester United. They played a very nice game in that game. They defended as a team, and the one chance which they got, they actually capitalized on it. Overall, they were very good in that match against Manchester United. On Thursday, they met AZ Alkmaar, and true to it, the team was super impressive because I remember Antonio was making a lot of crazy runs. Benrema was on form. So if we are to maintain that kind of ordeal, I feel like Brentford will be getting a run for their money. So guys, this will be a surprise for you. I know you will not expect this, but trust you me, West Ham are going to embarrass Brentford at home. So it's going to be a 3-2 win for West Ham.
Everton against Mancity. Now for Mancity, this one is of course it's a war. It's a title war. Mancity, they are not taking anything for granted. They will be away at Everton. We've seen, actually, there was a surprise result where we saw Everton won 5-1 against Brighton, something which does not happen. But since they will be at home against Man City, they know this is a tough match. But Man City, believe you me, these are games which, of course, Man City, they know things happen. So by first half, this game will be over. Man City 3-0. Full time, I'm going with 4-1 in favor of Manchester City.
4-1. So as Man City they will be at home, huh?
No, visitors.
They will be visitors at Goodison Park. So I feel like this will be a difficult game, guys. On paper, it might seem easy. We all remember what happened in the first leg. Everton were able to defend well and to keep people like Haaland and De Bruyne at bay. They put them in check, which made sure that they were not able to concede many goals. The match ended in 1-1, in a draw of 1-1, and that was able to dent Man City a little bit. But as we speak right now, currently Man City are top of the league with 1 goal at 1 point advantage against Arsenal. So they will really want to win this game, not even draw, because it's a high-stake match, considering that in match week 37 they will be having 2 games. So it's a must-win for City. So let's see how it goes. For Everton on their end, the biggest question or the biggest worry will be, could they have finished all the goals which they had in stock? Because they actually exhausted them in the Brighton match by scoring 5 goals. Or will they be able to come back and actually do what they do best? Because in that match against Brighton, McNeil and Dakore were super impressive. They both scored a brace, and we all know what McNeil was doing in that pitch. So if they can actually come with that same form to play against Man City, I feel like at least they have a chance to fight for something in this game. So this is a match whereby, even though it pains me, but I feel like Man City will win. But I'm open to be surprised. Guys. Yeah. So give Man City, it's not going to be a high-scoring game, 2-1, or if worse comes to us, we will witness another draw.
Arsenal will be at home welcoming Brighton. Brighton lost 5-1, and in the press conference, Mr. Roberto De Zerbi said, actually, that was just a slip, and we will experience on Sunday, he said it, and I quote, on Sunday, we will experience the real Brighton. Now, this one is the match I'm expecting, not a huge surprise because they are both good. I'm expecting people to break their screens. This one is a match where Arsenal being at home, and of course, I feel like between Arsenal and City, the 2 teams at the top, there's pressure for both of them. And this match, Arsenal is going to meet a team which, of course, has been bruised, and they're very bruised, and looking forward to bounce back in a way that I feel they are going to embarrass the home team. I'm sorry to say that. So this one, straight into it, I'm going with Everton. It might sound crazy, but
Brighton.
Brighton. It might sound crazy, but that's the fact. Brighton is going to win this game. by 3-2.
3-2.
For Brighton.
True to it, guys. Arsenal versus Brighton, definitely it's not an easy game. It's a big game. So it's a game of two teams who've been very impressive this season. Two teams who have actually shown us that you can attack wholeheartedly as the entire front liners. Brighton have done so with a combination of course, Mitoma, McAllister, and March on the other side. Of late, the new entrants, and Cisco has been here doing whatever he does best for this team. And of course, you can't undermine the impact of Pascal Grober and the entire team. Their wing backs, of course, Mr. Estupinan, he's been super impressive in this match. Then, of course, also their main striker, we don't know whether he'll be coming from the bench or he will be starting the match, Mr. Welbeck. So let's see how it goes. On the other side, Arsenal knows that for the remaining matches, they will have to win all of them if at all they want to continue pushing on this title race. In match week 35, we saw them meeting Newcastle. Against all odds, they managed to win that game by a clean sheet of 2-0. And having said that, guys, I feel like it's going to be a tight one. So guys, brace up for a very difficult match. But some news from the Arsenal side is Saliba, he's still out with a back injury, and it's official, he will be missing the rest of the season, him together with Zinchenko. So the two players will be off. So that means that the rest of the players, Kazipo, you have to rise up to the occasion. So having said that, guys, in this match, allow me to just say this. Arsenal are not losing again. So Arsenal will be winning this match by 3-1.
3-1. So guys, we will be here. It's a double game week for both Brighton and Newcastle. Until next time, guys.